What's up guys and welcome back to the channel. Today we have some really awesome news about the next trilogy, or rather saga of movies that will come in the Star Wars franchise. Take this news however with a grain of salt, as it has not been officially announced by Disney just yet. But Disney will likely officially announce this in the next few months, likely March or April, once the release of the Star Wars The Clone Wars Season 7 is officially done, and the Star Wars season is officially concluded. Anyway though, according to various reports, we actually have the idea of what the next saga of Star Wars movies could be about. We've heard before that the next saga of movies would not in fact be a Star Wars trilogy like we've seen in the past with the 3 separate Skywalker saga films, but instead is being defined as a saga of its own, meaning that they will produce as many films in the Star Wars franchise or this brand new saga as they see fit, and they will not confine themselves to the 3-movie structure. Despite this next saga of Star Wars movies being around 3 years away, we actually know quite a bit about it according to this report. The first thing of course that we know is that it will not be a trilogy but a series of movies, as was previously discussed by both Bob Iger and Kathleen Kennedy, and at this point now, how many films will be in this brand new saga is unknown. We also know that this series of movies will take place around 400 years before the start of the Skywalker saga in The Phantom Menace, and that the Sith rule of 2 has already been established at this point in time in the Star Wars universe, as well as Yoda will apparently be making an appearance, but not as the old Jedi Master that we know, but a young, more brash Jedi. So again, we actually get quite a lot of information on what the next saga of Star Wars movies will likely be about, as well as the time period, as they are calling it the High Republic, or when the Republic or the First Republic was at its most prominent in the Star Wars universe. This is more Old Republic era stuff, but it is still in an era that we somewhat know in Star Wars, and it is likely that we will explore the older Republic and other Star Wars content in the years to come, as again Bob Iger recently said that we're just beginning to tap into the Star Wars universe and everything that it has to offer. So the next movie will explore an older time period of Star Wars, but still a time period of Star Wars that we're somewhat familiar with. I do like the idea of a completely separate saga though from the Skywalkers, and how we will be in familiar places but be able to view them differently. Specifically, I'm intrigued at the idea of a younger Yoda, especially a Yoda that's around 500 years old instead of the 900 years old that we see him in the Skywalker saga. I do think that this is an interesting place to take Star Wars, as well as leaves room for other stories later, even farther in the timeline. Anyway though guys, what are your thoughts on these brand new reports about the next trilogy, or rather again saga of Star Wars movies? A saga of Star Wars movies that I will be calling the High Republic era, as that is what the reports are all saying about it. Are you excited by any of these concepts, and what would you hope to see in this era of Star Wars? As always my friends, thank you guys so much for watching. May the Force be with you, and have a great day.